address a couple things right off the bat before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Number one, if you've noticed this facial hair under, that I've got going, I'm trying to grow out a beard. I really, really hate it. I just cannot grow a proper beard. Like, I don't know if you can see, it grows on my chin, misses a spot here, and then just grows on, like, my neck, basically. I have a horrible, like, Redditor neck beard that I grow, so I'm gonna shave it, but whatever, I'll shave it later. And number two, if it seems like maybe my energy is a little bit off, and I might not be as, as zany and hyped up as usual, I just watched episode 2 of season 3 of Squid Game, and my god, what an emotional powerhouse. I don't cry often when watching shows, but that made me cry. I'm not gonna spoil nothing, don't worry, but wow. That was an unreal episode. Either way, we are going to be playing every possible deck type in Clash Royale and see if we can get a win with every single one in a challenge. We're starting off with the cycle deck archetype, and we're just going to be using a classic Hog 2.6 to start off this video. Funny enough, this deck type is actually a little bit more uncommon because people are using a golem instead of an ice golem, but we're just going box standard Hog 2.6 as this is the cycle deck that we're going to be using in this challenge. Let's see if we can go undefeated with every deck type in this game. It's going to be a bit challenging considering the fact that I'm not exactly amazing at this game, but he's going to come in with a hog. I got the cannon down in time, thank god, so not going to be able to get any damage, and honestly, we might have a mirror matchup here unless this guy is using sneaky golem, but we'll go in with our own hog rider, and he goes for a NATO, so actually not a mirror matchup, which is good to know. This guy might just have some kind of off meta hog deck, but that's really good to start for us. I mean, he did get king activated, but we got some good damage with the musketeer there, so I'm not gonna be crying myself to sleep today, that's for sure. Wow, he's got a freaking rocket. Let's just pull this over with the ice golem, then we can go for another hog while he's a little bit low on elixir there. And is he back to the NATO? He is. Dang, that's tough. Maybe the skeletons get a little bit of damage. No, not quite. Does he go with the hog? He does. Oh, I got something in my throat. 1 sec. Jesus Christ. I thank God I muted my mic. I might have to cut that a little bit, or you can just watch me cough while muted. That would be kind of funny, I guess. But ice golem, hog rider. Let's see if we can get this thing to the tower. Wow, he goes for an XD. Honestly, I'm gonna try an Evo musketeer that. Executioner, boom, boom, boom. Oh, nearly completely took it out. I think we can just pop an ice spirit. Okay, or not, or I can absolutely crap the bed here. I do have the Evo cannon that I can pop down. There we go. And that will take out the hog rider. Wow, he has to lock the musketeer. That gets it 2 hits. Man, this guy's not playing very well. He goes for the Evo Exy. That's a little bit scary, I can't lie. That actually should completely counter my hog, which sucks a lot. I cannot lie to you. Go for the muskie. Let's pop. Oh wow, he's got a really scary push there, I can't lie. Let's ice golem. And actually, you know what? We kind of defended that perfectly. The musketeers on either side will defend both lanes, and we can go for another hog rider here. He'll probably NATO. Let's prediction log for the goblins. He's gonna put down. No, let's go, because the prediction log, he had to put them down late. Let's cannon, ice spirit. I mean, this is just world class Clash right now. Ice golem, hog rider. Let's Evo muskets here, that XC. Get it down to 1 shot, and that will die, but it's fine. Muskie will snipe that. Wow, he got the Valkyrie down a little bit too late. Let's try and get to another hog here. Hog rider coming in hot. He goes for his own hog, but that might be, nope, he finish off his tower. He actually oh, okay, I thought he missed the rocket there for a sec. A rocket for a hog is not the best trade I've ever seen, but it is a trade that you can make. We'll go for our cannon here. Let's log back everything. We can just get to our fireball and win the good old game of Clash Royale. Honestly, his freaking king tower was also getting low because he had to keep on tornadoing the hog over. But yeah, that is a cycle. Let's move on to another very classic deck archetype in the game, and that is Splashyard. Graveyard decks are honestly kind of, I feel like, on the rise lately of both being very good and also very annoying to play against. A lot of people just think that it's very RNG, especially, you know, being the fact that Graveyard is literally RNG as to where the skeletons spawn. And yeah, I don't know, I think Graveyard decks are really solid. And I mean, it's an archetype that has been around forever, so we're gonna hop into it, kind of starting off with maybe a bit of more of a, not, I don't want to say off meta kind of archetype here, but it is something that you don't see at the top of ladder at like all of the time, you know. It's something that you might see once in a while, and I might just kind of chill here because I feel like Graveyard is best when you play it in double elixir. And honestly, I'm good to chill here. His Firecracker makes me think he's got like some kind of hoggy Q deck, which we kind of like hard counter here, unless he's got something else. But let's just wait and see what Gibron 806 goes for. Update here, we're a minute 30 left in the game, and Gibron has not played anything. Like I said, I am more than happy to sit here until double elixir because that is where this deck truly, truly shines. Gibron 806 looks like he's waiting. I really don't think he realizes the mistake he's made because, like I said, double elixir is our domain. So we got a minute 05. I think I will just play a baby dragon in the back, right in the middle, and now we can start getting these graveyards going. I might honestly just go in here. If he's not going to play anything, we can go in with the knight and the yard. Has he... Did bro play a graveyard and then just... Or sorry, did bro play a firecracker and then just leave? Okay, well, we do end up winning that. I don't think I really want to count that as the, you know, the win for that deck. So we'll play another because Buddy just played a card and then dipped, like literally. So let's get into another. Hopefully we do go up against somebody who's actually playing XO Ace. Here is our next opponent. And guys, I just want to say, by the way, I haven't said this in a while. I said it like almost every video for like about a month last month, but I just want to say a big shout out to all of you guys who like frequent the videos very, very often. I've noticed like a huge uptick in the just amount of views that I've been getting lately, and maybe it's because I've been playing a lot of Clash. Wow, it was a terrible Mighty Miner ability. What the hell? We can just go with the guards here. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Clash, and I know you guys have been liking it. It's because I've been getting a lot of views, and so I just want to say a huge shout out to you guys watching the vids all the freaking time. Like, it means the world to me that I have like an actual like regular audience. Oh wow, he's got a goblin barrel coming in. I went to go look up at the camera, and all of a sudden there was a barrel coming my way. But yeah, just a big thank you. I'm so glad that you guys have been enjoying the vids lately, and I'm not gonna stop posting, so I hope you don't stop watching. Either way, go for an Ice Wiz to take out the princess. Another pretty bad ability. I can't lie, this guy doesn't seem too good. I kind of want to go in. Oh my god, we're definitely gonna go in for the graveyard now. Knight in front of the Ice Wiz. That is gonna be a lot of damage. I think we could poison, but I'm actually just gonna refrain and let God handle it, honestly. And yeah, that's a ton of damage right there. Let's just throw some guards on the princess, and love to see it coming into double elixir here. Like I said earlier, this is our domain now. This is our domain. XO Ace is a little bit on the back foot here, I think. So let's get an Ice Wiz going at the back. And yikes, Evo cannons. What is he thinking? We'll go for the baby dragons, take out the cannon. We can knights, we can barb barrel, and honestly, dude, this guy has no idea what he's doing. Evo Knight, Ice Wiz all coming in, and that's gonna be again a lot of damage because Evo Knight is just hacking away. That's the tower, baby. So let's start an Ice Wiz at the back. His princess dies, and yeah, this guy is floundering now. We can throw a nice graveyard at the tower, and it looks like he's given up. So we have another opponent who's given up. However, he gave up because we just absolutely dominated that whole game. So yeah, GG's. Let's move on to the next deck archetype. So far, so good. Next up, guys, we've got RG Monk. This is a deck archetype that's been around for, I want to say, a few seasons now, and has just been one of the strongest decks that you can possibly, maybe not possibly use. They did nerf the Evo Hunter recently, but it's still so good and works so well. So we are going to try RG Monk today. And I wouldn't really exactly call this I don't know if this is really a quote-unquote deck archetype, because it really is just the one win condition. However, I think it's such a prominent win condition, a prominent like style of play, that I had to try and go with it here and get a W. And I feel like a lot of you guys watching may see the Royal Giant quite a bit on ladder. But yeah, honestly, I kind of want to just start a Royal Giant in the back here and see what Buddy goes for, why he goes for the cage. Okay, well, I just recycled both the RG and the Hunter to try and get to the evolutions just a little bit faster. It looks like we might be up against Royal Hogs here. At least that's usually like, or yeah, or maybe not. Oh no, it's Splashyard. Okay, never mind. We are up against Splashyard. Honestly, that's a pretty big lightning we can get there. Takes out the Ice Wiz, the baby dragon, and the basically takes out the knight as well. So I'll definitely take that value. Let's just go for some skellies here. Make sure that knight doesn't get to our tower. And wow, he's gonna go for a graveyard and a barb barrel. We can go for the Hunter here, and that was a lot of elixir for maybe like a couple hundred damage that I just spent there. I don't know if that's really that worth it. And now we're gonna be able to gear up a pretty massive push. We're gonna go for the Monk to start us off, and then we can go for the Royal Giant behind him. I should be able to get to our Hunter here as well. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty massive push. We got the Monk coming in. Let's go for the RG. We've got the Electro Spirit, and we're gonna go for the Evo Hunter as well. And I mean, just good luck dealing with this. We can reflect as well. That should reflect both the baby dragon and ice wizard hits, and the Monk is going off. The RG is going off, and that might even be the tower, honestly, especially with, I didn't even realize the barb barrel was absolutely obliterating the tower as well. Let's fishermen, let's skeletons, and I'm actually going to throw a Hunter on that baby dragon to make sure he is unable to come in, and he actually looks like he gave up. How many people have we made rage quit in this game already, bro? I mean, you basically just cycle the Evos until you win, basically. That's why this deck is so strong, and yeah, we get another rage quit. Okay, that was quick. Next deck archetype. Looks like we're gonna be able to fly through quite a few of them in this video. Next up, guys, we've got Siege. Now, this can either consist of Expo or Mortar. I am an avid Mortar user, however. I feel like Siege, when you think of Siege, you usually think of the Expo and how absolutely punishing and annoying it can be if it locks onto your tower. So we are going to go with a cheeky Expo deck for the Siege archetype today. And honestly, I know a lot of people hate going up against Siege, but I am someone who really does love playing it. You can call me a rat all you want. I really do think it takes some skill to play, honestly. But yeah, oh wow, he's gonna come in with a Miner and Goblin King. He's gonna get a little bit of chip there, but that's fine. We already have a nice elixir advantage, and I'm honestly thinking about following this knight up with an Expo already. Oh wow, never mind. We're just gonna go Expo other side. If he wants the cannon cart, we got the Expo, we've got the Tesla, and good luck defending this little bro. He's got the Dark Goblin coming in. Expo's gonna take that Dark Goblin out, and that's already a lock on the tower. Good luck. Have fun, buddy. Yeah, that's already, like, at this point, we could just be a rat and defend the rest of the game if we really wanted to piss this guy off, but I don't really like playing like that. We're gonna keep on trying to chip away at that tower there, and should be able to get a dub, honestly, already with that early damage we've gotten. I think that's the key, honestly. If you ever see a misplay from your opponent, you want to try and get that early damage with the Expo and just chip away at your opponent. And honestly, I'm going to go in with another one here if he wants to just waste a miner like that. Got the Expo coming in. That cannon cart is probably going to be the most dangerous card we go up against. And wow, he's actually also got Siege. He's got a Mortar deck, and honestly, I think Mortar is a really good matchup for us. Because, I mean, the Expo will just annihilate the Mortar like so, and we're just going to get more damage. So, yeah, I think this is a really solid matchup. Usually Expo wins against Mortar, but when I'm using Mortar, that can usually turn the tide. I've been a Mortar user for quite a while, so you just gotta kind of, I don't know, this guy's using a bit of a goofy Mortar deck, to be fair. I mean, he's got some weird cards, but we're just gonna go with another Expo and Evo Tesla here as well. We can throw a Knight in front of this as well, lock back the whole Goblin gang. That's gonna be a lock if he doesn't do anything, and there it is, another lock on the tower. He tried to block with the miner, but yeah, it's just not really working out for bro. Really tough, really tough. That's the tower gone. Wow, it actually also took out the Dark Goblin. Let's go for our defensive Expo. Let's go for a high Tesla and try to get these Evo Archers onto the Mortar. Pop some Skellies on the miner, and that's GG's. Tesla's on the Mortar, and yeah, there's not really much he could do there. And a bad Dark Goblin as well, gonna basically just guarantee us the game. Can go for another defensive Expo, and Lord High kind of just got outplayed. Yeah, that's Siege for you. If you get some early damage and are able to just outcycle your opponent, you're basically guaranteed the game. That's Siege. I feel a little bit dirty, but let's move on to the next archetype. I want to use a few more here because I feel like we've flown through so many already. I just realized that whole time that you weren't getting game audio, so that's fun. That should be fixed from here on out, but I'm sure most of you guys are already used to how scuffed these videos usually are. Anyways, next archetype is Log Bait. Now this is very far from what traditional log bait. This is kind of the new-aged log bait that has been coming around the meta with this Boss Bandit, Suspicious Bush, Dark Goblin Wall Breakers combination. You usually see these 4 cards together, and then maybe some different cards, like other support cards, to surround that little archetype there. But yeah, you obviously have classic log bait that uses the Goblin Barrel, the Princess, the Knight, stuff like that. However, we are going to be using this new kind of archetype of log bait that uses the Suspicious Bush after it's gotten so many buffs, and the Dark Goblin, which just, for whatever reason, seems to be getting better and better and better every season, and the Evil Wall Breakers, which a lot of the times can be impossible to stop unless you use like all of your elixir to defend it. So yeah, let's see if we can keep on winning here. Alan is our next opponent from Brazil Clashers, and honestly, there's a lot of good oh man, that is a horrific barb barrel to start off the game. Let's just go with some wall breakers in the other lane to see. Oh, he has to use a whole ass Goblin Hut there to defend it. Honestly, let's just go with another Suspicious Bush here. Dark Goblin will take out all of those spears for us, and he'll have to do something against the Dart. Let's get a Fireball on the Witch, and that's going to be some solid damage there. You'll love to see it. We can log back the Witch if he plays anything with it. Oh wow, he's going to go for all of this. We got guards, we've got a log, and that should be enough to defend. Yeah, it will be. So honestly, this is a really, really, really good matchup for us because we've got a lot of good cards to deal with the graveyard. And yeah, I'm very chuffed about what we're going up against here. We'll just pop a bush at the bridge. Let's go for a boss bandit to chain onto the Ice Wiz, and then maybe on to some spear goblins here. Boss bandit coming in hot. Yeah, that's maybe not the best boss bandit I've ever played in my career. Go for a boss bandit ability. Yeah, I'm gonna have to log here because, yeah, kind of a bad boss bandit for me, I can't lie. Might have to come in with some guards at the bridge here if he tries to come in with a graveyard. Doesn't look like he is, though. Okay, he is gearing up for one with that Evo Witch, so we're gonna have to go. Oh wow, it goes Ice Wiz in the other lane. I'm honestly just gonna soak the Ice Wiz, and I might go like Fire Spirit guards for this Evo Witch, and that actually is gonna not take it out, is what I was gonna say. Boss bandit here. Let's go bush, and then we can go Evo breakers even. Let's get an ability going, maybe. Try and get a dash onto the knight. Oh, okay, this guy's starting to play kind of well here. I do not want to waste my Dark Goblin here because that's going to be our main defense against this graveyard. Let's use it now. I don't think he's got any good spells to deal with that Dark Goblin, especially when I have it behind the tower like that. So there we go, Dark Goblin going off. Let's boss bandit. Let's wall breakers. Wow, he poisoned that Dark Gob. Fireball on the Ice Wiz, maybe. Oh, nice wall breaker. Gonna get onto the tower there. This guy's defending well. I'll give him that for sure. Go for a bush. Let's just keep on trying to spam. We'll go wall breakers as well. He goes for a bar barrel. Pretty solid bar barrel at that as well. Wall breaker is gonna connect though, which is really nice. We should be able to fireball down this witch, which is huge. That Eva Witch going down immediately. And we should have the guards, the boss bandit, and the fire spirit to deal with everything here. Go for a suspicious bush to pressure. Dark Goblin over here. We should be able to snipe down the, oh no, oh, that was a pretty, kind of a bad, Dark Goblin, because got countered really easily there. He's trying to just cycle to, oh, that was, okay, we might be able to just go for a Dark Goblin here to take out everything. Let's log. Honestly, I need to use the Evo wall breakers defensively here, which is less than ideal. He got a lot of damage there. Unfortunately, this is actually a much closer game than it should be. Go for the bush. We're just gonna try and kind of like keep on spamming him here. Dark Goblin for the huts. Let's go breakers. He's using those bar barrels really well. Maybe a fireball on the witch. That might have been an overextend. Oh, maybe not actually. Actually, it totally was. We do have some guards. Dark Goblin behind the tower. We're just trying to bridge block here and get that Dark Goblin some value. Let's log here. Try and get the boss bandit onto the witch. Oh god, uh-oh, this is really bad. He's still got an Evo Witch coming. To go Dark Gob, I might have just lost the game. Fireball on everything. Please die. Dark Goblin's going off. No. Oh, dude, I lost. I lost right at the end there. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Yeah, man, he played that really well and he's BMing. Man, what happened to like winning gracefully? You know, I feel like every time I lose a game, I get BM'd, but it is what it is. We're gonna try again with log bait. I could have gone maybe to like a more traditional log bait, but oh, Dark Goblin v Dark Goblin, and mine doesn't get locked on by his, so that's a devastating start. I'm gonna have to go boss bandit for this ghost here. And you know what, we can just pressure the other lane with suspicious bush. I hate that name for that card, by the way. It's such a dumb name. He goes for a whole monk. So what is this guy? This guy using RG with a ghost. I guess there are archetypes with the ghost, but they're a little less common. actually, I mean, it has to be RG if he's using a monk. I guess it doesn't have to be, but I don't know what else this could be. Let's go for a bush. This could even be like maybe some kind of weird graveyard deck or something. I have no idea. Let's go for a fire spirit just to apply a little bit more pressure. You might have to overcommit. There he goes. He goes with a whole ghost, and we could just use some guards on that. Oh wow, it's a drill deck. That is not what I was expecting. Let's log all of this. Yeah, he goes for a whole Evo snowball, which wow, huge overcommit. Let's go with the Evo wall breakers, and that should be some really good damage here. Boss bandit on the tower, Evo wall breakers coming in. Yeah, ton of damage. Let's go back here with a. I probably shouldn't have ability. That was a bad ability. Fire spirit. Honestly, let's use guards on this dark goblin. He's gonna get some damage, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Kind of. I didn't want to go for a dark goblin. Then he just reflect. Guards actually gonna get some really good damage. That's putting it in fireball range, so I will definitely take that. Let's just keep pressuring here with some wall breakers. He's going with a cannon card behind his tower. We can go for a boss bandit. We'll keep on pressuring this other lane. And he goes for a monk. That's gonna be a little bit troubling for us. Let's go for an ability here. Get the cannon card to tag the boss bandit. Will obviously log the drill. Firebolt does do enough, right? Yes, it does. He's tornadoing back. Oh wow, don't even need to fireball the tower. Boss bandit will go in and take it. And there we go. Wall breakers are gonna get in on that tower, do some damage for us. Let's try and cycle back to another log so that the drill will not do anything. He goes for a snowball very early, and honestly, I don't even need to do anything because that's the game. Okay, that was a lot better. I mean, I think I had a pretty good matchup there, but yeah, GG's to XX Alexander XX. Man, people still put X's in their names like it's 2012 on Call of Duty. That's crazy. Alright, next deck archetype. Let's keep going. Next deck archetype we're using is Bridge Spam. There's a couple different variants of Bridge Spam here. This one we're using the Ram Rider. However, Bridge Spam actually developed with the Battle Ram first. So I guess we could throw a Battle Ram in here, but this deck has evolved so much. Like this deck archetype has evolved so much in with including other cards. Like now it uses Boss Bandit, it uses the Ram Rider, Lightning, but usually you do see the Bandit and the Royal Ghost, these two cards here, in Bridge Spam very, very often. Now the Boss Bandit as well is pretty common in Bridge Spam decks as well, and win condition usually consists of either the Ram Rider or the Battle Ram, depends on which Ram you want, I guess. And so yeah, we're going to be using Bridge Spam. I feel like this might be one of the more classic deck archetypes. I mean, Cycle as well has always been around, but I mean, this has been in the game forever as well. So, you know, it's also one of those deck archetypes that I think very frequently gets clowned on for being a very low skill kind of deck. Oh wow, he's coming in with a whole Hog Rider. What is this guy thinking, bro? This counter push is going to be insane. We're gonna just go in with the Ram Rider here, and we've got our Snowball to help us out. That's gonna be a ton of damage, even though he goes for the Tesla. But look at that Bandit getting on the tower. The Executioner's gonna go off here. If he comes in with anything to defend that Xe, we're just gonna go Boss Bandit in the other lane. But yeah, he really screwed up with that Hog Rider. He is not happy. He is very clearly not happy. I probably should have cycled a Snowball there, not a Barb Barrel, but we can keep on moving. Now we can cycle Snowball on the Firecracker. He might come in with a Hog Rider here. Let's just go. Oh wow, he actually does. Man, this guy did not learn. He went with an Xe, actually an Earthquake as well, but we get King Tower and we get a massive counter push with the Boss Bandit here. Let's just go in with the Ram, honestly, because he's using so much Elixir. And you know what? I'm going to use the ability here to try and get that Boss Bandit to take out the Knight. Target the... Nice. boss man is going to go onto the tower there, and that might be the second tower gone, honestly. Yikes. He went for a whole Evo firecracker there. We can just bar barrel it. And, yeah, this guy's not having a good time right now. Bridge spam is very annoying to go up against depending on the matchup. I feel like we have a pretty good matchup here. And also, he's not the best opponent, to be fair. We'll cycle a snowball. Wow, he just keeps on going in. Why is he... See, he's killing himself here with those earthquakes. He's really not getting any value out of them at all. And so we can just come in with a ton of stuff to spam the bridge, and that is how you use bridge spam. Literally, you come in with counter pushes, you spam the bridge, you take the tower. It really is as simple as that, honestly. Let's just try and get a 3 crown here. Evo X in the tower. We Evo snowballed the firecracker, and yeah, that's the game, boys. He's still trying to defend, which is kind of cute, but yeah, that was a pretty simple one. Barantezo one is not impressed, it looks like. Yeah, there we go. Love to see it. 7 and 1, using a bunch of these archetypes, by the way. I got a couple more that I want to use, and then we might just end the video. Honestly, we've been doing pretty dang good, though. Next deck archetype is going to be Lavaloon. There are 3 things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and Lavaloon being meta. For whatever reason, this deck archetype always is somewhere in top ladder, in the top 100. People always use Lavahound because it never seems to die out every single season. They never nerf any of the core cards in Lavaloon, that being obviously the Lavahound, the Balloon, and also other cards like the Zap and Valkyrie, which just seem to go together in this archetype so well. However, Lavahound has evolved for the most part. Some people don't even use the balloon in it anymore. I've seen a lot of decks with Lavahound, Flying Machine, Skelly Dragons, Phoenix, stuff like that, where they just use the Lavahound as a tank and just spam air units behind it. And so yeah, even with the Evo Inferno Dragon, I've seen a lot of Evo Inferno Dragon decks using the Lavahound and Lavaloon and stuff like that, but we're just kind of using a very I feel like I haven't really been using classic versions of a lot of the archetypes in this video. I've been maybe using some more like newer versions of the decks. I kind of did that with Logbait and even the bridge spam, so I'm trying to go reel it back a little bit here. And wow, this guy's got an Archer Queen. That sucks for us. Honestly, you know what? I'm just gonna go Balloons, Skelly Drags, other lane, because I doubt this guy has another good air counter for this. So it looks like he's just gonna try and go for a tower trade here, which is kind of smart of him. The guards are gonna do a really good job at maybe preventing that, although that's a really smart play from him there to go for the good old tower trade. And let's just go for the Inferno Dragon here to try and clean up everything. Wow, that 3-card cycle allowed him to get to another Battle Ram, and honestly, he might even take my freaking tower here with that Archer Queen. Oh my god. He got really freaking close, honestly. Oh, that is not good. That's really not good. I could go in for a balloon, but that would be very aggressive. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to defend here. This is going to be very tough. I think I'm going to have to leave that Royal Ghost. Cycle a Zap. Oh my god, I don't have any. Okay, well, there goes my tower. I needed to cycle to the guards, unfortunately, and again, every time I lose, I get BM'd. Nobody knows how to win gracefully in this game anymore, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't really think I'm the best Lavaloon player. I'm not gonna lie. I used to use it a lot back in the day when the Inferno Dragon just came out, like way back in the day. I remember using a triple dragon deck, that being the Lavahound, the Baby Dragon, and the Inferno Dragon. That was so much fun. Oh my god, I was literally like 16, 17 using stuff like that, but yeah, times changed. Let's go. Honestly, it looks like this guy might have some kind of Expo deck. Let's go for the Eye Drag, and yes, I knew he was going to go for the Expo, so we got the Valkyrie there to try and take it out. We can pop a Zap down, maybe go for some guards here to make sure that crap does not lock. It looks like it is going to get a little bit of damage here, unfortunately. unfortunately. But it is what it is, you know. It really just truly is what it is. I'm gonna let the archers go, I think, and I gotta go Skelly Dragons for the night. Unfortunately, he might fireball them. I kind of gave him some value. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Okay, well, he did have to use a bunch of elixir there. I might try and go with the Lava Hound. This is a really bad matchup for us, I can't lie, because he can kind of just go in with the Expo when we go for the Lava Hound. So we're going to go for it now. That's the first Lava Hound I've played since trying this deck archetype, by the way, and he does go for an Expo, so let's go for the Valkyrie to not get targeted by the Expo and let him take my tower. That's what I wanted, honestly. That's exactly what I wanted, but we do have a pretty big counter push here. Oh my god, that Expo made the balloon go in front of my tower, and that's the game. Yeah, he's even calling good game, and I missed an Evo Archer. Okay, this game didn't happen. We're gonna try one more Lava Hound deck or Lava Hound game. But yeah, this is over. I'm pretty bad with Lava Hound, as I said. Okay, one more time. Let's actually lock in here. I'm not losing this again, bro. I promise you, on my mother's heartbeat, I am not losing this game. Okay, we can split some guards. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Okay, at least we prevented one of them. Bro came in hard in the paint, like off the rip with a freaking minor wall breakers. Honestly, he's not gonna do anything but that Valkyrie, so that Goblin Hut will go down, which is quite nice. Honestly, let's just go for a Hound. If he comes in with some cringe crap on the right, we could go for an eye drag. Okay, well, he does go in for some cringe crap. We'll zap, and eye drag will take out the rest of that. Maybe I go in for Skelly Drags on the left. Honestly, I don't know how to play Lava Hound, man. I've just come to that conclusion that I just don't know how to play the archetype. I feel like I just get outcycled so easily when playing against guys like this. We're gonna have to fireball, I think. Maybe not. We'll just let the Lava Hound get its chip damage. We'll go for some guards here on those wall breakers. And I need to Valkyrie this, or else I'm gonna take a ton of damage, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a bad start. Honestly, I think this is another just terrible matchup for us, man. I need to zap these bats. Oh my god. Like him having bats and the Goblin Hut is gonna make this really difficult, and this guy doesn't seem like he's completely brainless. So yeah, and I have nothing for the Golden Knight as well. Oh my god, bro. I can't take another loss, so I'm gonna have to lock in here. He's gonna let those Skelly Drags go, luckily for us. And honestly, I'm just kind of inclined to let him take my tower here and try to go in with a Lavaloon. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go for some guards, and then we're gonna go in with the balloon and just see what we can do here, guys. I'm really hoping for something, some kind of positive change here. We'll fireball, take out everything's double. Oh, Evo Zap actually is gonna help us out a lot here. And there we go, balloon does connect. So finally some kind of positive news. Go guards. I think those freaking wall breakers are gonna connect. They are. Well, one of them does. We'll go with a Lava Hound at the bridge. And that okay, Lava Hound isn't gonna take it. We need to fireball. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose again. Please, Lava Hound. Oh my god, I lost again. I hate Lava Hound so much, I'm not using it again. I hate it so much. We've only got one more archetype left in this video that I do want to use, and that is Beatdown. You can use Beatdown a few different ways. You've either got the Golem, you can go for E-Giant, you can go for regular Giant. There's a few different ways you can use Beatdown, but I feel like Golem, especially right now, is kind of the face of a Beatdown decks with all the sneaky Golem crap going around. This is not going to be a sneaky Golem. The Golem is going to be our main win condition here. I feel like the Golem has not been a really meta win condition in a long time. like, I don't really know why that is. It's just the meta hasn't really been, oh wow, I was going to go for a drill first play. Honestly, not, wow, that's actually really annoying that he has a drill and I used my bar barrel to cycle. That sucks. Oh well. Well, it is what it is. Tough start. But we are up against a drill player. Honestly, I feel like drill is not bad of a matchup at all. Man, he's using a lot of elixir. I might just go in with the golem, like right now. Honestly, he used so much elixir there to defend. Usually, you do not want to do this. You usually want to go for a golem late in double elixir. But again, he gave us so much elixir there, and I don't think he's gonna have a ton to deal with this. He has cycled to another cannon, but look at the lumberjack and the night witch. It's gonna come in and do so much work, especially once that rage comes down. And he's out of elixir to deal with everything, so that night witch is just gonna get so much damage. And I actually took his tower. Oh my god, bro. That was disgusting. Like I said, Beatdown, you usually don't see golem too often anymore. Maybe you honestly see like giant decks a little bit more often. When you encounter some kind of beatdown, we can just do a late bar barrel here to prevent a bunch of damage coming down. But honestly, I might even just gear up another golem here, man. This guy doesn't seem like he's able to defend them too well. We'll go for the golem. And we are coming into double. Oh, that cannon's gonna target the night witch, unfortunately, I think. Yeah. Okay, that might have been a pretty bad golem. He's gonna get a pretty disgusting counter push here. Maybe we go in with the baby dragon to try and at least take out the guardian here. And wow, he had to Evo snowball defensively. That was actually really good for us. Let's go for a lumberjack. Wow, this guy, he played a cannon. I don't really know why. Wow, he's got an Evo drill. I haven't seen an Evo drill get used in a long time. Let's just go with a golem at the back here. Honestly, we should be able to go and get to an Evo L-Jack and the Night Witch. And this could be a big push. If he even tries to go in for a drill, we'll just win off the bat, honestly. We've got our knight to defend. Honestly, I think I can just lightning this. And wow, the cannon actually went down. But yeah, that's GG. He's not going to be able to defend this push. He wouldn't have been able to defend it at least. But yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for Buddy. We kind of hard countered him there a little bit, but yeah, Augustine RT, it sucks to be you, my friend. Well, that is every archetype that I can think of, at least. We've used, there might be a couple more that we didn't use, like some Royal Recruit stacks, and I don't know, I guess like E-Giant still kind of falls under Beatdown. Royal Hogs, like usually Royal Hogs decks kind of go under cycle, depending on the variant. You could use, maybe I could even use like a Fireball bait deck with like Royal Hogs, Flying Machine and all that, but I actually did another video where I used every archetype and I did use some different decks, so if you want to watch that, click up here and you can watch me the last time I used every deck archetype, and I think I used some more classic decks in that video, so if you do want to watch it, go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video though. If you did, be sure to leave a like, hit subscribe, and